What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about a great way to break down the principles of animation. Now, I came across this article a while ago while I was looking for reference for a shot, and let me just tell you, it is a gold mine. It has, man, given me dividends upon dividends during my animation career, and I wanted to share it with you. Now, when it comes to the 12 principles of animation, when I was starting off, it was extremely daunting. It can get a little excessive at times to memorize these while you're animating, especially, like I said, when you're starting off. But what this article does, it discusses the 12 principles of animation, and it goes about categorizing them in 4 areas. And what I want to do, I'm going to link the article in the description below, but I want to give you a little overview of it. And what it does, the 4 areas are technique, motion, enhanced motion, and aesthetics. So let's go over technique. Now, what the writer includes in technique is solid drawing, straight ahead, and pose to pose. Now, when it comes to solid drawing, you can use that as essentially the pose of your character. You want a strong pose. You want a good silhouette. Straight ahead and pose to pose are obviously techniques of how you go about animating. The next one is going to be motion. He includes in motion arcs, follow through and overlap, slow in and slow out, timing, and spacing. The next one after that, he has enhanced motion. Now, motion versus enhanced motion is very important to distinguish, because when it comes to motion, that is going to be the bread and butter of your character. Whether they're big, whether they're small, how fast they are, how slow they are, you're going to get a good sense of their movement. Now, when it comes to enhanced motion, how I interpret what he included in enhanced motion is essentially the character. And what he includes in this is exaggeration, secondary action, squash and stretch, and anticipation. These seem to be more of the sprinkles that you add on top of the motion. So once you get the motion of the character, what they're going to be doing, this is when you start to think about the enhanced motion. How big is this exaggeration going to be? Or is there going to be any squash and stretch? The anticipation, is going to be a big anticipation and a small anticipation. The secondary action. For me, the secondary action really entails who your character is. Because once again, if I sit down and you sit down, depending on our moods, depending on how we're feeling right now, we're gonna sit down entirely different. The action, the motion, is us sitting down. However, how we enhance that motion defines who our character is. Now, lastly, we have aesthetics. That's gonna include staging and appeal. Now, staging, obviously you want the action, the audience to understand what's going on. That's going to include staging. You would do that obviously in your blocking and your storyboarding, which I advise everyone do before they go into Maya. The next thing is going to be appeal. Now, for me, appeal and solid drawing would always confuse me, because I was thinking, aren't they the same thing? Why do we have 2 separate, principles for the same thing? Well, here's the thing, they're not. And I'm going to try my best to explain it to you. So when it comes to solid drawing, think of solid drawing as solid posing, as I said previously. You don't want to have a great silhouette. You want to see what's going on instantly with the action or with the movement. So for example, let's say we have a character that's really triumphant. They just beat the enemy, or they just beat the hero, and they're triumphant and they want to show that they're powerful. You can have a great pose that shows silhouette, easily readable. Now, the difference between that and an appeal is that the pose may be lacking character. It's a good pose. We see everything, we understand it, but how do we add character to it? How do we add some appeal so that the audience gets a sense of character for this pose? And that, my friends, is where appeal would come in. Have you ever done an animation and seen a certain pose in your animation? It's like, you know what? I can enhance that a little further, whether it's to give a silhouette, which would apply to solid drawing, or just to give a better idea of the character. So hopefully this video and this article give you a better breakdown of how to apply the principles of animation to your work. Anyways, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep animating.